In the grand city of Babylon, where golden towers gleamed under the desert sun, King Nebuchadnezzar ruled with absolute authority. His kingdom stretched far and wide, and his power was unquestioned. One day, consumed by his pride, the king ordered a massive golden statue to be built, 90 feet high and 9 feet wide. It was to be a symbol of his might, a testament to his supremacy. A royal decree was sent across the land. At the sound of the trumpet, flute, lyre, and all musical instruments, all people must bow down and worship the golden statue. Whoever refuses shall be thrown into a blazing furnace. The proclamation spread swiftly, and when the moment arrived, the music resounded through the city. Thousands of people, from nobles to commoners, fell to their knees before the statue. But among them, 3 men stood tall: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These 3 were Jewish exiles, brought to Babylon years before, yet they had risen to positions of influence in the king's court. Though they served Nebuchadnezzar, their hearts belonged to the God of Israel. The king's advisors, ever eager to gain favor, rushed to report the defiance. "O king," they said, "Banis," bowing low, "there are certain Jews, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who refuse to worship your golden image. They do not obey your decree." Fury ignited in Nebuchadnezzar's eyes. How dare they defy him? He commanded that the 3 be brought before him at once. "Is it true?" the king demanded, his voice booming through the great hall. "You refuse to bow to my statue. I will give you one more chance. When you hear the music again, fall to your knees and you will live. But if you refuse, you will be thrown into the blazing furnace. And what God can rescue you from my hands?" The 3 men did not waver. With steady voices, they replied, "O king, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the furnace, the God we serve is able to save us. But even if he does not, we will never worship your golden image." Nebuchadnezzar's face twisted with rage. "Heat the furnace 7 times hotter," he roared. "Bind them and throw them in." The guards obeyed, binding the men tightly. The furnace blazed hotter than ever before, flames leaping out like hungry beasts. The heat was so intense that as the soldiers cast Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire, they themselves were consumed by the flames. The king, seated on his throne, peered into the inferno, expecting to see their charred remains. But his expression changed from triumph to shock. His eyes widened in disbelief. "Did we not throw 3 men into the fire?" he asked his counselors. "Yes, O king," they replied. "Then why," Nebuchadnezzar whispered, leaning forward, "do I see 4 men walking unharmed in the flames? And the 4th looks like a son of the gods." Inside the furnace, the 3 men stood in awe. The flames licked around them, but they felt no heat, no pain. Their ropes had burned away, yet their clothes were untouched. And there, walking with them, was a divine presence, one who shone with a brilliance beyond anything they had seen. Nebuchadnezzar leaped to his feet. "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out." The 3 men stepped out of the fire, their robes intact, not even smelling of smoke. The gathered officials gasped. The impossible had happened. Nebuchadnezzar, once so full of pride, now stood humbled. He turned to the crowd and proclaimed, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He has sent his angel to rescue them. No other God can save like this." By royal decree, he declared that anyone who spoke against the God of Israel would be punished. He then promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to even higher positions in Babylon. Though they had walked through fire, they emerged unscathed, their faith unshaken. They had trusted in God, and he had delivered them. And so Their story became a testimony for generations, an enduring reminder that faith in the true God is greater than the might of any king, and that even in the flames, he walks beside his people.